to be in and over with so that he can settle into pitching just like he did in the minor leagues. Exciting moment. He's got his family in town. I think this moment's going to be a huge tone setter for his career.
Josh Lowe, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. And a swing and a miss.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Stays alive. One, two now. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and there's one down. Here's Mike Trout. 2 hits and 4 at bats during yesterday's ball game. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Diaz takes it in for the out. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. And first offering is fouled off. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. His homer of the year, the Angels on the
getting the barrel to the baseball.
So 2 down, now batting Joe Adell. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's out number 3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And getting to start for the Angels, Yusei Kikuchi. How about a scouting report on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Yordan Alvarez, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Ball, that's down. Nope, that's down.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. And he's there at third with a triple.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
That's ball 2.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Pretty close, but it was a ball. 1 challenge remaining for them now. That one way inside.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
Swings through that. Hard hit, right side. Frazier on to first, in time. Tie ball game as they get the second out, but the run scores. So up next, Isaac Paredes. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
Ball.
in the dirt, and that's ball 2. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the second game of the series. And that one's a little bit low, and it's 3-0. There's a strike. And that's ball 4.
That's out. Ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
So a man aboard. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Ball, that's low.
That one fouled off, 2-2. On the ground, right side, Frazier. And that is that. New inning getting started. Now it's the DH for the Angels, Jorge Soler. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Next to hit, Nolan Schanuel.
Ball 1. That's ball 2.
Imai, in his rookie season, 27 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Eric Summersgill, our plate umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summersgill might be favoring. He usually sets up at an angle. Pitchers sometimes will try to figure that out early so they can attack that spot and get as many strike calls as possible.
Yoan Moncada now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
Ball 1.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Tied up here in the early going. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Got him swinging for the K. That K is his 3rd of the game. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Astros, Carlos Correa. That's in there. Strike 1.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Ball 1.
Just off the outside edge, and that is ball 1. That one fouled off. And a ball and 2 strikes. To the right side, Schanuel takes it himself. Leadoff man retired here in the 2nd. And now it's Christian Walker.
First baseman, Christian Walker.
That one ripped left field. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He was all over that one. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Myers in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. That one misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. He's in there. Fouls it off, still 1-2. One out and a runner at second. Bottom half of inning number 2. Pitch misses.
That's out.
Ball 2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. That's to third. Moncada slings to first in time. Now it's the right fielder, Cam Smith. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. They'll keep their remaining challenge.
Hey!
Man at second. Line drive, that's a base hit. Walker headed for the plate. The throw in, safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And a 2-1 ball game now. So the Houston lineup turns over. Jeremy Pena getting ready to hit.
Hey! That's a ball.
In the dirt. Smith off of first with 2 away. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Fly ball to right. Adele on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. Back here in Houston, here's the Angels catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
You know, these Angels definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Got him looking for the strikeout, and that's 4 strikeouts. Here's Adam Frazier. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Low batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Comes up empty.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. It's an immaculate inning. Back here in Houston, and stepping in for the Astros, Yordan Alvarez. Foul ball there. And that one clips the corner. Up the middle. Slings to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. High fly ball down the left field line. Yeah, foul ball. Yoan. On the ground to the left, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Here's the throw, and he'll reach second with 1 away.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Paredes in the box now as he looks at ball. 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Man at second. That one found hard the other way.
Nope, that's inside.
This one in the air right field.
That ball's
and
foul.
that is foul. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
No, good solid contact right there. Just a bit out in front of that fastball. Got to try to stay on that backside just a little bit longer and see if you can do some damage.
Paredes not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. So the call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. He's 0 for 1. And there's a foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. On the ground right side. And the inning is over. One left for Houston. Back here in Houston. Well, an excellent outing last game and locked in again today, Siggy.
Again, what a weapon for this team. He's really keeping these hitters guessing.
Trev wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball, and it's going to stay a strike. No challenges left for them now. Here's 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Neto now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2.
Ball. Nope, that's inside.
And there's
That's
the ball.
ball 3.
That's one you always want as a pitcher, down at the knees, and it looked to me like he's barking, that's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. Here's Joe Adele. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swings and misses, and that is strike 1.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
It's really trying to stay in on the hands, not let them get extended, because that's where the potential for damage exists.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. 7 in a row. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And that's in for a strike. 0-2.
Outside, that's a ball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Now here is Christian Walker.
Hey. Ball one.
To the right side, Shanuel. He'll do it himself. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth. Jake Myers now at the plate. Grounded out his first time. And
Ball
another
three.
ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And that's
Ball
low
four.
for ball 4.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Runner at first with 2 away. Cam Smith, the next to hit. Misses again, 5 in a row.
Straighten him up a little bit.
6
Ball two.
straight outside the strike zone. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Carrying well. And that one is off the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. And they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
Pena, not sure what to expect after that first pitch. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Backed off the plate that time. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. He'll score, and they take a 3-run lead.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
That's a base hit, and out to a board.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Altuve up to hit here.